Hello
Hello.
and welcome to Pop Nerdom.
Yes. Welcome back.
This is the show where Hansi and I sit down and talk all that shit about nerd stuff because we love it.
Yes.
And you listen because you love something, and then you found your way here somehow. We take you.
Thank you.
We love you. I mean, we take it. Has been a little bit. Hansi had some.
Horrible court. Do not drive in Elizabeth, y'all. Yo, you know how many people were there in court for the same for a ticket on the same street?
Well, then that motherfucker was making his money. Making his money.
Watch out for Cherry Street in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Watch out. Mad cops.
Well, now that we got that out of the way,
Yes.
we have a lot of Game of Thrones to catch up to. Mm-hmm. So let's do a once over the previous episode. Very quickly to catch up. It was the closing or loose ends episodes.
Yeah.
It was
And they started a whole new this is a whole new story.
So they closed down whatever they had that was loose, and they're done. And then now
And they killed the dragon.
So, Jamie had sex with somebody else. Brienne finally got to have sex with the guy she wanted to. Just to recap, because it's important for this episode, Arya was told Gendry was made the lord of his father's land. Mm-hmm. He asked Arya to marry him. She said,
Nah.
I'm a killer. Sorry, goodbye.
I don't do that.
Then she left with Sandor Clegane, a.k.a. the Hound, to go to King's Landing to kill everybody.
To finish business.
Once Jamie found out that Cersei was going to fucking get killed by everybody, he just left. He said, I got to go back and be with the woman that I've loved more than anything in this world.
More than my hands.
And that's exactly what he did.
Fucking loser.
And I think they burned everybody that died before. And fucking for the last time, just to get this out of the way, fucking Jon Snow treated Ghost. Jon Snow ghosted Ghost. Mm-hmm. And it was fucking pathetic and sad. But that already happened. So let's move on to this week. Thoughts?
Okay. They
Bring the hate.
They're done with this show. They don't give a fuck.
They give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
They give a fuck.
They got their money worth. That's it. The writers are on record saying they will sign off once the last episode of Game of Thrones is seen, because they know the backlash is going to be crazy. The rating on IMDb has dropped tremendously. They 180 these characters that they built up so much, and then just literally 180 them, reverted them back to their most primal instincts. Yo, Jamie was literally out there acting like he had two hands.
So, oh shit. Let me ask you something real quick. And I know you're going to get mad at me, but I don't care right now. Because I think that they're doing just fine. How many times did you watch the last episode?
One time.
All right. 4 people that I know watched the episode once, hate. Once the episode a second time, where 4 out of 5 people said the same thing. Once I saw the episode a second time, I loved it. 4 out of 5. Hansi.
I'm gonna go on record that if I am not blown away next motherfucking well on Sunday, I would not rewatch this show. Like, I would not rewatch Sopranos. Like, after I saw how it ended, I said, nah, I would not rewatch this.
I mean, and look, I this is the problem.
Remember, I said on the show, do not Sopranos.
Yes, you did say it.
And that,
I'm gonna say, I'll say one thing about Sopranos once over. I believe the ending of The Sopranos is very artistic, but you haven't been showing me a very, well, that's not true, but
That wasn't that kind of show.
That's not the kind of show for that ending.
That wasn't that kind of show.
I think this show.
You can do that here.
I think this show is gonna have
Artistic. You see Tony's hands? There's nothing artistic about those hands.
I think Game of Thrones is gonna give you a definitive ending. It's gonna be just fine. But what I'm saying about the last episode, let's go down a couple of the things. You have some notes.
Yes, I do.
And I don't, because I'm going off the heart because I love the episode. But I'm gonna tell you my perspective on the episode. I think, yes, to some degree, they're landing this plane and they're just landing it. They're like, look, there's the road, let's land. Let's land this dragon. On the other hand, I feel that they are giving each character their due, and they're doing it in a way that might not be what your expectation desired. But if having watched the
There
whole,
was a Starbucks cup.
that's fine, dude. That happens. It happens.
$10 million an episode.
I know it happens.
And not to cut you off, did you? I want you to replay when one of the when Drogon's going like this. There's a scene where he's going from the top to the bottom and he's slashing with his fire that literally looked like something out of Castlevania. Like for like 2 seconds, I was like, "Oh, I caught it! I caught the bad CGI because it slips. It happens." Like how Thanos' hand when he's choking Loki, his 3 fingers are in Loki's chest. You know what I mean?
Right.
It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. But that just adds more to my conspiracy because it's not a fact. It's just to my conspiracy that they just don't give a shit.
I mean, I just feel like legitimately these people are done with the show. Yeah. They've been doing it for 11 years, 12 years, and they're done with it. But that's not saying that they're not taking care of the show. So to go back to my first impression of it, there is nothing in my mind and heart but a great ending to this show happening right now. I think every death that they've shown you and every turn that they've shown you, having watched the whole thing back to back to back for 2 months, however long it took me, 6 weeks, whatever it was, it all makes sense. Perhaps that's the difference, that I watched it all back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
I literally watched it 2 months before.
But when did you end?
Came.
When did you end?
Before it started.
Like the week it started?
No. I watched I had to wait 2 months.
Right, but I finished it the day before. So for me, it's been continuous, right? I have to say, nothing is surprising me. There are things that when I first saw them, I was like, well, all right, so you want to be done certain things. But there were things that I saw that I was like, I love this. Everything that's happened. Daenerys' turn, Jamie and
when I was
Cersei.
saying that she's going Mad Queen, you were like, nah. And I was like, yo, she's going Mad Queen. She's going Mad Queen.
No, and you're right, but it was there. But I wanted to say, I wanted them to be like, I'm going to take a left turn here. And they didn't. And that's fine with me too. I wanted them to be like, you think she's going mad, right? She ain't going mad. And it's fine that she did. When they killed Miss Sunday is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, you.
And I feel that fine, but I think that what they've been doing has been fantastic. Now, let's go to your points.
All right, off the top of your head, real fast, top 3 shocking moments. Whole season.
Shocking moments, fast. Yeah.
10, 9.
Hold on, no, don't count.
It has to be.
I understand,
quick.
But don't count because then I can't think because I'm listening. Red Wedding, Ned Stark.
So you.
I mean, I don't know a third one. I don't know a third one.
You literally proved my point.
But listen, this
nothing from this season.
But this season is not supposed to surprise you. You're supposed to end shit, bro.
You gave me 8 seasons. of one person who I was supposed to be afraid of because he was bringing the end of the world. He didn't get a word out, bro.
He don't talk, bro.
He smiles.
He don't talk,
Shit,
though. He don't talk. Bro, he don't talk.
He a word out.
But he don't talk.
Was that satisfying? When Joffrey died, did that feel good?
When Joffrey died, you know what? Am I being honest here, or am I just playing up to what you're saying?
No.
I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Yeah.
No, because I feel
Fine,
but I see your point. Yes, when Joffrey died, it was something. It's not that it wasn't satisfying, but it didn't shock me.
No, it wasn't. But it was like, yes.
Yeah, right. And that's exactly how I felt about the Night King, though. Me personally.
Really?
Yeah, because I felt like I saw.
I don't know.
They sold you that. Listen. They sold you that Daenerys was gonna kill him. Daenerys fucked up. Then they sold you that Jon Snow is gonna kill him, and Jon Snow is over here fucking trying. And now they're at a point where they're like, oh my god, they really gonna kill Bronn. I don't know what happens after this. Maybe they all disappear. And then my train of thought is, oh, maybe this is how you get rid of the Night King. You kill Bronn. And then he disappears. That's all I'm thinking. And then out of nowhere comes the one person that you should have, if you're paying attention to the facts and not to every legend within the legend of the show, you would have said, oh, the only person that really legit can do this shit because she's a fucking ninja is Arya. And that to me was the moment where I said, this season. Because I was like, Arya? Oh yeah, Arya. And not my cat, Arya. Like the one that's an assassin, a ninja. So, did it satisfy me? Yes. Because I saw that as a unthinking, forward-moving threat. And I found that they stopped it. And that's all I needed. I needed it to be stopped. I understand that you wanted a history lesson about him. Who is he? To me, once they didn't explain it, it stopped mattering. It's lost its matter because I didn't care. He's done. I saw where he came from. I saw the children of the forest made him. I'm done. He's dead. I don't need to worry anymore. I've been worrying about this motherfucker for 8 seasons, and they took that worry away, and I was completely finished with it. Personally, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying my point of view is the right point of view, but to me, it is the right point of view, obviously.
Yeah, it's your point of view.
Right. So I to me, I feel like that was just as satisfying to me as them giving me 2 hours of explaining where this motherfucker came from. I don't care. He's dead.
But my thing is that if the final season's not supposed to wow you, then what is it supposed to do?
I think it's supposed to end things. End them. That's the job of the last season. Now, let me ask you
Are they
this.
doing a good...
I'm gonna ask you one question. Had this been a movie?
This is Lord of the Ring 3.
Daenerys, this is Lord of the Ring 1, is one movie. Daenerys turns in the last act, right? 20 minutes left in the movie. She turns into the bad guy. The next 50 minutes, they have to resolve that. So I'm talking about 15 minutes of the movie from where the good guy turns into bad and they kill the good guy. And the movie done. As long as they do it right and they give you enough prep before, from the person, they give you a couple of clues that they can turn or they cannot. Satisfying, right? In a 2-hour movie, 15 minutes for the person to turn, flip, be resolved, and then show you what happens after. 15, and that satisfies you. You've had 8 years prepping you, seeing Daenerys from the moment that they kill her brother, and she's like, that nigga ain't shit. From that moment until now, that you see, she's crazy, dude. She is crazy. They've been showing you.
Is the flip of the coin.
They've been showing you. So now, great. Now let's say it's the same 2-hour movie. And now there is the one threat that you think is the threat. And then same movie. At minute, with 22 minutes left in the movie, or 25, they kill the threat. And then he turns, in the next 5 minutes, the good guy, the hero, turns into the bad guy. And then you realize that's the real threat. You're satisfied. You've had 8 years of this guy just being a bad guy, and then they kill him. I just don't understand what the dissatisfied. I mean, that's not true. I do understand. I just don't comprehend the hate in the dissatisfaction, because I feel like I understand that it's not what you thought it was going to be, and that's fine. You also have all of the rights to be angry at it, and all of the rights to say, well, it wasn't what I wanted. You do have all of those rights. I just feel like it's not that serious. I don't think, I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't think it's that serious.
I wouldn't rewatch it. Like, honestly, like, I wouldn't rewatch it. Like, I literally, once I watched The Sopranos, I had to go back to The Sopranos because it's like, you know, it's a very, everybody says it's just a bad, it was left too much, like, we don't know. You know what I mean? Like, they chose to be artistic in a very direct show. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like, I don't know. I just wouldn't, me personally, that's how I rate everything, though.
No, that's fine.
Would I watch it again?
No, that's
Can I
absolutely
sit there
true.
and watch it again? You
Absolutely
know,
true.
that's my rating. I would not, bro. I literally watched it. I was ignoring my girlfriend to watch this damn show. Like, when I was rewatching it again, and the way it's ending, I'm good. I would go as far as to tell people to wait a little bit too.
Had they not watched it? Have they not watched it?
Yeah, just wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit. Wait until you forget what actually happened, so you could enjoy it. So then you could be very disappointed.
But you don't know if it's disappointing.
No, but
I mean, so far. You mean so far, right?
so far, and that's what I've been trying to hold out. But they just did things that just really rubbed me the wrong way. Cersei dying under the rubble, and then the half dying, don't know, because you know in I don't know how it.
I don't know that they're dead, but if they are, I think that's fine. I think the Cersei part, speaking of artistic, and this is, like my friend liked to say, this is projecting. I feel that Cersei, look, the one problem I had is when Daenerys turns crazy, she doesn't fly, even if she's burning down, she doesn't fly straight for the Red Keep. I had a problem with that.
She wanted to hurt her. I get that.
Did you? Because to me that was like I don't get this.
I get it.
All right, but
it's
war. And the more she's doing it, the more crazy she's going, the more bloodthirsty she's going.
Even no. She said it. I got the mad. I just didn't. I didn't like how. I don't know. They didn't really. They hinted to so much breaking of the chains and all this other stuff. And then it was just like a drop of a dime. Like, damn. It was too much of a 180. The same thing. And because they did a duality thing where Jamie also, you know what I mean? And it was just too much of
the same.
Of the same thing for like characters that we dug into, and they had such redeeming story arcs, and you were rooting for them. And I just feel like it was a drop, at least on Jamie. I didn't. Then because then you didn't give me the prophecy. You didn't give me. It's levels to the Jamie and then she died like that. Oh my God. If she died,
I would say one of the things that I appreciated the most about it is Cersei spends all of this time up to the point where Carbon is like, we have to go.
Nothing.
We have to go. She's so arrogant that she's like, she's never going to get to me. And he's like, we have nothing to shoot her with. Nobody's going to fight a dragon. We need to go, right? That's the first moment that she breaks down and she says, oh my God, I've lost. And as she's going down up those stairs, is her personal descent. Losing the kingdom, losing the Red Keep, losing the people that protect her. From Carwin, is that his name?
Carbon, whatever. Carver,
Carbon, whatever. to the mountain, just losing to the point where she's by herself and bumps into Jamie, and Jamie's like, you and me have been the only thing in this world that have mattered to one another. The only thing that have mattered to one another has always been you and me. Always. And you need to come with me. And for her to break down and be like, oh my God, I can't believe you came. That's all love right there, dude. All of that. Just pure, clean, incestuous, wrong love. All of it.
You know what's like when you explain the stuff they're explaining, I'm like, yo, that shit is deep.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
and then
because like I don't. The switch in the writers did something to me. It definitely did something to me because I feel like what I liked about this show is not what it is right now. I don't know honestly. I did. Then the bitch went How to Train a Dragon on us. Drogon turned into Toothless. He turned into Toothless. That shit.
I've never seen How to Train Your Dragon, so I know what you're saying.
Oh my God.
What is that?
How to Train a Dragon Toothless is this unstoppable Night Fury dragon. He's only the only one left in the whole entire world, and of course the main character has him, and of course
that's why he's the main character, of course.
You know what I mean. But Toothless is awesome though. Super cute, super agile,
Okay.
explosive.
Okay.
He was, I don't know what the internet was saying that he had a Red Bull and it gave him wings because he was sitting fire for like an hour.
Well, he's big.
He's huge, and he's a badass, and I loved it.
But I mean, I do
when
have.
he came from behind. Now I keep telling people it's two lenses. The episode wasn't bad.
No.
The episode wasn't bad.
Okay.
What they're doing with the story, I do not like. The episode wasn't. When he came from behind and that schmuck in the middle. With the I call him Walmart. We were calling him Walmart Jamie from the Gold Company.
Yes.
Ooh, when that boy pulled up behind him,
and I was kind of angry that the Golden Company didn't amount to shit.
To nothing.
But my friend Alex Reed, shout out Alex, Alexandria Reed, says to me, don't you get it? That's them saying, this motherfucker don't mean shit. She didn't use these words. I'm paraphrasing. Yeah. This motherfucker don't mean shit because she got a dragon. And that dragon don't give a fuck about nobody. They're all dead. And I was madder at Grey Worm than I was at Daenerys.
Oh, yeah, he broke. And that was another thing, too. Weren't most of these soldiers Northerners, and they broke rank like that?
Well, I mean, there is a lot to say. There's a lot to be said about.
I mean, I get the artistic part of it.
No, not even artistic. There's a lot to be said about bloodthirst in war.
I mean, he was out for revenge.
PTSD.
He didn't even have his helmet on. I've never seen him fight without his helmet.
That's true.
You can tell he wasn't in.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was like crazy. But it's not only him; it's everybody. Like PTSD and all that. They're like, yo, we need to keep killing. And I mean, I don't know. But that didn't bother me that much. But Grey Worm did bother me, specifically because it was him. And I felt like that's not, like you're saying, you build up this character. That's very out of character I feel like, for him. But I don't know, man. I don't have that much of a big problem. How Cersei and Jaime died holding hands, each other, or not died, to me was incredible. The idea that at the end of it all, after being the top of it all, being so arrogant, both of them, having all the power in the world, being low, in the top of the world.
Being super low, too, because remember, she was a slave for a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was held captive.
That's true. But she came back at everybody, was like, I'm blow up this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
So, she always kept getting the upper hand. And at the end of it all, they just held each other and died. I really found that to be gorgeous. And I found that my friend John Million, shout out John Million. My friend John Million said, is nobody taking into consideration that they came out of the womb that they were together in.
There goes that
and they
artistic shit.
and they died in
There goes that
a brick
artistic
womb.
shit.
Okay, I'm sorry, but it's true. It's artistic. It's too much.
Kill her. That
She is dead.
that
as far
after
as
that
you know.
soft, that little stab from the thing, you're just gonna give me a little rumple on the Cersei, who was sheesh. Like you guys didn't, and then how are you guys gonna kill Daenerys though now? Like or how is, you know what I mean? Like,
Is she killable? Even?
is she? Did you see what Drogon did? Did you see what he did? Like, who's getting close to that?
Yeah.
So you just, I don't know. Like they build, but they have. If history has shown us, they build these unbeatable characters, and she'll probably.
And they have to be beaten.
Drogon will probably be beaten by a mouse. You know what I'm saying? And Daenerys is gonna, I don't know, that little girl gonna come back and stab her for killing Varys. I don't know.
Who knows?
Varys was right, but still deserved.
Yeah,
But
well,
my boy was right.
Varys, he signed his own death
Yeah,
warrant.
yeah, he knew. Man,
I think he threw a Hail Mary.
beautiful scene.
Yes.
Drogon come, beautiful fucking scene.
I
Great
think-
use of darkness.
Yes.
Great use of darkness.
Unlike the episodes before. Okay, we got it. I think also it's interesting
It was a little smug too. Just like I saw it.
when I saw this in the after the episode or in the making of on the website that when Tyrion touches him and says it was me, he has a weird reaction like the fuck, and the director asked him, "What's that face?" And he says, "Varys has never been touched." And I was like, "Oh shit." This moment is like, "Oh, I'm actually being touched by another human being." And after, obviously, I lost my balls. Or as an adult in the show, he's never been touched. It was interesting to see his reaction. And now that I know what it means, it was even more beautiful. But his death was perfectly done. His character was
it was
perfectly
great.
written to
Oh,
the
it was
death.
beautiful.
Yeah, I thought it was great. What else you got there?
How you felt about the game bowl? The return to the fire.
Clegane Ball was all right. It
I'll forget about it.
me.
I'll forget, especially how great the Hound was. Ugh. These characters
Bro,
that
but
were so awesome. And bro,
Okay, but can
the
we
little
talk?
girl had a better send off.
But
Like what? Like, that's
Brianna
not-
Mormont, yeah.
What the fuck?
I think the Hound had a better moment with Arya. I thought that was more beautiful. That shit made me cry. I ain't gonna lie, because she called him Sandor, and I fucking choked up, dude. I was like, they called him Sandor.
And
That's his name.
I love how they do Arya, because we always see her as this, always going through her list, so cold, so blah blah blah. And this season has done very good for like seeing that she is still a girl with no name and also still Arya Stark.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because she
Right.
reverts to that, 13, 14-year-old, 15-year-old,
Right.
whatever that she
Right,
is
right,
every
right.
now and then. So
Right, whatever she's supposed to be. Right?
Exactly.
She's supposed to be 16 or something, I suppose. Something else I just remembered. Arya leaves, right? She's obviously changed. She went from the killer of everybody to the savior of everybody, right? All within realizing that Sandor is like, you don't want to be this. You don't want to turn into me. This is not what you want to be. Go on and do your thing, right? Do you think, as a prediction, should we leave predictions to the end?
yeah, to the end.
Let me write this one down because I'm gonna forget. All right, go on.
And goddamn, Robert Baratheon was right.
Every second.
Damn, and Ned was wrong.
Yo, bro, no, but Ned wasn't wrong.
That one time.
Ned was always too
Honorable.
arrogant. That's what I called him. That's what I call all the Starks. arrogant. They think
Honorably
they're better.
arrogant.
They think they're better than everybody, and they end up dead.
Yes.
They are. Rob Stark was Ned Stark was arrogant about her. Ned Stark was arrogant about saying, "Well, anybody else is the true heir except for whoever Cersei kids are." He also was wrong about he was too honorable, and that cost him his life. Looking for the truth when he should have gone home. All of that shit, arrogance. The fact that Robb Stark married some girl that he wasn't supposed to, and he thought he could get away with it,
And bring it to the
and
house.
bring it
where,
to arrogance. The fact that he thought he can just lift everybody to fight, which he did, but then slide people that he actually needed because he thought I'm right and everything is good. Arrogance. Jon Snow, arrogant.
Yup.
Again, and it cost thousands of lives. They're too arrogant and they need to change something about
honorable.
themselves. And that's why Sansa is the best Stark right now.
Yo,
and Arya,
oh my
the girls,
gosh.
because the girls have realized,
Ridiculous.
just like women always do better than men, they looked at the big picture and they said, all this shit fucked up, and I gotta turn the needle because this
In a major way.
Right, like this is not helping me out. I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's what I wanted to. Good shit, Rob. He knew something. Besides, whores and wine.
I find interesting that
Holy shit, I just made the connection. Rob Stark is named after Robert Baratheon.
Yeah.
Wow.
just now.
Just now. Just now, right now.
Okay.
Just right now.
Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Is there redemption if Jaime's not dead and kills Daenerys? He kills the Mad Queen.
That'd be fire. That'd be fire. That'd be amazing.
But what this? Look, I'm gonna make you angry right now. So you saw the trailer for the next episode.
Yeah.
Daenerys
Where
comes
did all
outside.
those people
Everybody's
come
like,
from?
"Wah!" And then he comes from behind her. I don't know, and goes. And
Just how he did in the Mad
that's
King?
how he did.
Fire.
And then he dies.
Fire.
You good with that?
Good with that.
I wouldn't be. I would like her to sit on the throne and think like I'm the shit, and then this motherfucker's like, tell Jolene that, and then kills the fuck out of her.
They got it. It has to be ended with a sword.
He has to be ended with a sword. He has to. She has to die like her dad.
Yeah, has to be ended with a sword. You know what I mean? However it ends, it has to end with a sword.
Yeah.
Like, because they underplayed a lot of. To me, they underplayed a lot of things, and I just want. Like, you guys were so bloody, so boom. What's up with all of this artsy fartsy shit all of a sudden, yo?
I just think. Look, I might. The problem that I'm having with it, I think is rushed. I think they needed 2-3 more episodes.
Yeah.
I think they could have stretched out a lot of these things and given us
A little more meat and potatoes.
meat and right, because it's all being knife.
I'm not against Arya killing him. It's just, it was like, damn, like it was just too much for maybe one episode. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
It just seemed like a breeze when I know it wasn't that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it was just.
It should have been a 2-hour episode, is what you're saying.
Her also, we should have seen, not for nothing. I didn't like that. We didn't even get. We should have gotten more scenes of Daenerys in the dark, talking to herself, thinking to herself. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a little more.
I mean, but they've been showing you stuff. But I think now that you have to see, because what really turns her is not that she's crazy. She's always been crazy. Let's assume. What really gets to her more is everybody that she loves and trusts.
Everybody that she brought.
But everybody she loves and trusts, very more specifically, has been deserting her by death or by choice. Everybody. people that she gave chances to, like Tyrion, who didn't really leave her, but he's like seeing some things and he's like, oh fuck. People like Varys, people
She's
like
forgiven.
yeah, people like Mormont, Jorah Mormont,
Dying.
uh,
Not by choice.
Missandei dying,
That was crazy.
and I
Her
think
dragons.
her dragons both dead, like 2 out of 3 dead. I think that that's what ultimately turned her. She wanted, everything cost her so much, and at that moment she wanted revenge, and she couldn't handle them being like, no, we give up. She wanted something. She wanted somebody to pay for what she's been going through, and nobody was gonna give it to her, so she just took it.
But she literally burnt the whole. She burnt the whole entire King's Landing, right?
I don't know, but it was bad. It was bad.
And where did all of those Dothraki come from? Where did all of those Unsullied come? They have a factory in Westeros.
They do.
That was a lot of people.
Do you think they were at Dragonstone? Maybe. I don't think so. I think they all came north, right?
Listen, I know when they were in the map, when they were in the room with the map. Either it was either 60% of the troops being wiped off that map or 50%. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot left. And
Right.
they done multiply like little rabbits.
They can't. They ain't got no dicks.
That's what I'm saying. Where they come from?
I don't have an answer for you.
That's
I think there were too many soldiers.
It was and not that it was too many soldiers, because I couldn't say, okay, yeah, the north and blah 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 and all these other houses, okay, but they all look like Unsullied. Did they or did they not? And
Yeah.
Dothraki, right? They had two shapes. You feel what I'm saying? They were either on horses or they had spears.
Right.
Who do we know that's on horses? Dothraki. Who do we know that always carries spears? Unsullied.
The
You know what I
Unsullied.
mean? So we could be wrong, but I felt like that was a lot of people.
That was a lot of people.
That was a lot of people.
And how many Unsullied did she buy in that episode? Do you remember? Was it like 8,000 or was it 800? Or was it 800,000? I don't remember.
Oh, that's a good fucking question.
I don't remember. Should we look it up?
Yeah.
Let's let me see.
$8,000.
8,000 Unsullied. So that's a lot of fucking people, though. That's a lot of
And
soldiers.
boys still in training. So 8,000 plus 5,000. So 13,000.
That's a lot of Unsullied. So I think she good.
Yeah.
I think you can argue for that. That's a lot of soldiers.
But it appeared to be more there than
Than what they
in
were
the night.
in Winterfell.
Yeah, like where were they at? We needed all of y'all. Like, what's
don't know,
up?
I don't know what the strategy in Winterfell was, because Winterfell is big, but I don't think it's that big. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but they probably just did TV math.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, like there's this many left because now there's 8,000 that she had. But before, when we were fighting, we didn't have that much money, so we had to redress him, bring him back.
Oh man. Now to wrap this up.
Yeah, let's talk about couple predictions, because the last episode is this Sunday, and we can't predict, being that we have one episode to go. So, where do you think Arya went?
Green eyes, to shed some green eyes.
You think so? You think she went to be like, I have one more assassination before I start being an assassin?
It would be in my heart where I would love for her to go. Mm-hmm. Storm.
Stormend.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So-
And just chill out. Go
So,
be,
so
be a
you
lady.
understand what I wrote here? My question, I wrote Arya and Gendry, because I really believe she's going back there. Now, my friend asked me this. She gets on a white horse. What does that mean to you?
White horse.
Because that's what she gets on, a
Yeah,
white
yeah, yes,
horse.
white
And it's not heroin.
White horse to me usually means like a new path, like something anew. You know what I mean? Because white, you're starting fresh. You know what I mean? Like black would be like death. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
black would be like I'm getting into some shit.
I'm gonna quote another a movie, Tombstone. You ever seen Tombstone? It's a western.
No, sir.
You legit need to watch that. But I'm gonna quote Tombstone. Behold a pale horse, and the man that rode him was death. Arya get on that horse, gonna kill everybody,
Bringing death.
bringing death. Because I think she made a turn to be like, oh, this shit ain't for me. But once she saw what was left, or maybe, I mean, I don't know, because it was very conflicting to me. Like, it looked to me like she was like, I ain't cut out for this shit. I'm a lady. I'm gonna get on a horse and
I'm
get
gonna
the
have some
fuck
kids.
out of here. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have some kids.
Except Nymeria's still out there. What makes you think she's not coming back with Nymeria to kill everybody? And
Her colony
and her
of-
pack of wolves.
That'd be fire.
That'd be fire. And kill. I mean, I just don't want her to kill. Say, what's her name?
Daenerys.
Daenerys too. Like she can kill everybody. I mean, she can, but she shouldn't. But then again, these writers have been doing whatever the fuck they want, so maybe she does kill everybody.
That's the thing. These bastards.
Okay. Speaking of, who kills Khaleesi? Your choices are Jon Snow, Grey Worm, Jaime
Definitely
Lannister,
named Dick old Dickless.
Jaime Lannister,
It might be Lil Schnub.
Tyrion Lannister,
It might be Lil Scarface.
and Arya Stark.
Girl, that's no name. To be completely honest with you, I think it's gonna be Jon Snow, and I think Jon Snow will relinquish his power to maybe Tyrion.
Yes,
And just go to the north, and go to the real north though, like the north. He's gonna be the king
beyond the wall.
beyond the wall. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
So go get his fucking dog. That motherfucker
and
pet
pet
your
him,
dog.
yo. You know
Piece of shit.
they didn't,
They didn't have the money for him to pet the dog. Fuck you.
but you gave us an Aladdin ride.
Right.
But I'm just, bro, whatever. Motherfuckers, you ruined my show.
Being that you said that, my choice for sitting in the chair is Arya and Tyrion. Not Arya, I'm sorry, Sansa and Tyrion. That's my choice. It's always been my choice.
You know what?
It's a way to reunite the North with the Southern Kingdoms.
Yeah. Like that doesn't sound displeasing.
And now, I don't know who kills. I also think everything you said to me, it sounds exactly like what's going to happen. However, somebody pointed something out to me, and I can't remember who it was. And I'm sorry, because I'm kind of giving my back to the folks. Somebody brought something out to me, and I didn't think about it. What if Jon Snow does kill Daenerys, right? Boom. Tyrion is like, I'm not cut out to be a king, but I'll be warden of the North with you if you'll take me. Boom. And the only king that people love, Robert Baratheon, people didn't love him, but they lived in peace. Get his kid over here and let him be a better king.
With Arya.
With Arya next to him.
That doesn't sound. That
Doesn't sound bad either. Ultimately, I honestly really think it's gonna be Sansa and Tyrion. I don't really think. I really hope, which is a different statement altogether.
Yeah, same here.
I just hope that's what it's gonna be. I really do. I would love that. What if? Oh, this is another what if. And let me see if you hate me forever for saying this. What if Jaime and Cersei are not dead? Jaime kills Daenerys. He's hurt. He dies killing her. Grey Worm kills him. Jon Snow kills Grey Worm. Whatever. However you want to put it. It's all done. And then Jon Snow marries Cersei.
Ew. That's nasty. That's just nasty to think about. That's nasty to digest. Because you know she ain't never given up brother dick, so.
But Brother Dick's gonna be dead.
She'll find a way to. Oh, Craster's dead too. I was about to say she's gonna bring him back to life.
To be a purple man
Make sure his penis is erect
the whole time.
the whole time.
And can I ask you one question before we go, and we can end with this? What the fuck happened to Dorne?
They do as all the time. We're chilling. We don't do nothing. We
But
sent
what-
over
but
here some people and they
there-
got murdered and killed and nah.
But there's no king or queen in Dorne.
No, the
There's
princess, yeah.
there's no princesses. There's nobody. So who's ruling Dorne?
No, they're a huge family. They're a huge family. The Dorne, like
The Dornish, yeah.
the royal family, they're huge.
The Martells. Is that what it is? The Martells, yeah. Like Abraham Martell, yeah.
So they had yes. They had there's a bunch of brothers and stuff like that. And I think the father recently just died. He was like in a wheelchair or some bullshit.
No.
like
That was the brother.
that was the oldest brother, right? The
right.
eldest
That was the
brother,
one that
yes.
was in charge.
So yeah, they have a lot of brothers and sisters and shit like that.
All right, I mean-
probably one of the whores probably took over. You know how they get down over there? Like
They don't give a
bastards are
fuck.
the
Yeah,
same.
they don't give a fuck. They probably had an election. They voted for somebody in and be like, yo, we out.
democracy. Grease who, nigga? Dawn.
Democracy rules Westeros. All right. I think that's good. I think we've done a deep dive, deeper than we probably deserve to on this. So we're gonna call it a day.
Yes.
Sansa and Tyrion forever.
I'm going for Tyrion in the south. John
In the super
in
north.
the real north. You know this is the north. We said, nah, bro.
Nah, bruh.
It's green here.
You Southerners, you
Yeah.
Southerners, motherfuckers.
You midders. That's the worst middle child. How was I going to be accepted?
Oh God. Well, all right. Thank you, people, for listening. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Thank you for listening. We will see you soonish.
Yes.
Bye.
That's the end of the video, and bye. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it.